ladies and gentlemen, about to go live here. Cloud9 versus Complexity. First map here, or first match rather, in our Group B. And again, we are live into the ninth round. I'm joined by Hano. How you doing, buddy?
Dude, I'm excited to see Swag play.
We right?
Seen him.
Fans out there that want to see Swag play, and we are both certainly.
I think he's going to come out here. I think he's going to be on fire. I think that he's going to do a lot of work. But we talked about this before with the situation. And Valens loves playing drop with a little bit of unique weapons. He usually goes with the old Swag 7, Swag 7. You see it?
Dropping the references.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So Cobblestone, that's going to be our map of choice here. You got a little insight on Cobblestone, do you not?
Yeah, Cobble's a weird situation because once you take a bomb site, there's a lot of choke points. So when you try to rotate over to A, there's two tight choke points. You have Heaven, and then you also have Connector as well. If Ts can actually get into the bomb site, smoke those two portions off, it makes it difficult for the CTs to come in.
Yeah, certainly, as, again, knife round did go to Cloud9. So we'll be able to choose sides. It does look like they've opted to go to the T side. So we'll see how that works out for them earlier in the day. At least saw a little bit of T-sided play early on that was working out really well. Again, Renegades versus CLG.
I'd be curious to see how they're going to stack if they go with the raid boss where they'll buy a 5-7 for a teammate. And then have him sit and drop, because drop is so hard to hold with a USB.
Drop is, infamously hard to hold. Especially if you have a default pistol, it's really not going to work out for you. So either, like you're saying, get some sort of raid boss, you armor up, get him a 5-7, or honestly, utility as well.
Yeah.
An incendiary on pistol round. I could actually, if the idea is split B very quickly, I could throw it off a little.
So CTs are going to pick up 4 sets of armor, and Valens is the strat caller for them. So Valens is usually the one to pick up the utility, and he also picks up the Kid as well. He's likely going to be the rotator. The T side, 5 sets of armor, and no utility at all.
As we will see, it looks to be a quick play. Freakazoid going to be the first one down. 50 damage done to 2 players. Shroud opens up first blood of the match here, as we are going to see some carnage inside of the connector. It will be Cloud9 coming up with a 4v2, as Semphis and Sanks, unfortunately, they're a little out of position. We will see Semphis coming up from A middle. Sanks still way over at the B bomb site. So Swag, he is fairly low, holding a very close angle here. Takes down Sanks. What an incredible shot from him. And Semphis to fall as well. Cloud9 pick up their pistol round.
What a beautiful pinch coming out of them. They went down into drop. They took connector, and they held connector. That's all they needed to do there. And then Shroud obviously coming up that A ramp, getting the early pick. Huge from him. So they pinched on that, and they only lost 1 player in the process, and that was automatic hitting the 1 frag for his team.
So here we go, moving into the second round. We will see a force up here from the CT side. So Deagle on the field, that'll be Semphis. See if he can get that working, as everybody else with a little less. Form of P250s, nothing. Will be white screen there. Roka looking for some aggression. They're just going to go straight up middle, and Shroud with the MAC-10 takes down Semphis. Can't line up that 1D. Roka towards long. And this is looking very promising for Cloud9.
If Roka can get a flank on you here, but there's actually a T watching. That's Swag. He's going to be sitting in the corner, and he takes down Roka in the process. This is going to be hard for Valens, and he actually runs into him as well. So we're talking about that choke point that comes on, and that's exactly what happened. They couldn't get out of Heaven. They couldn't get out of connector without going through smoke grenades.
So Sanks now 1v5, again, has armor. There's merit to actually saving in this position. You don't really want to feed money, but at the same time, you've left 5 alive, and you've fed. It's kind of hard to put it one way or the other in that.
No economical damage. I think you're spot on there. No economical damage done for Complexity. So Cloud9 with 5 people still left alive. They do have an AK and a Glil and those MP7s to rack up the money. But Sanks, you might be able to flank a player here.
Indeed, Skadoodle's going to be hopping through middle. Will go down, so Sanks getting one for himself. Cloud9 looking to reverse here, backpedal, try and find him, but won't be so. Sanks making it through the round with his 5-7 in armor, but Cloud9 up 2-0.
I'd like to know if they're going to stick Shroud going on B platform or if they're going to let Swag do that. Because Swag is a phenomenal fragger, but so is Shroud, obviously. But Shroud is usually typically the guy to go on that B platform and work picks. So I am really curious to see which one of these players will actually be doing that.
Yeah, with Sean goes out of the situation, it really makes things interesting. Like, obviously, he's the usually the brains behind things, and really is the strategic mind. And that's why this is such an interesting matchup here with Swag in instead. Shroud finding the first frag is, well, question answered a little bit on the anti-eco, at least Shroud will be working that plateau. As some others, it's going to be nothing towards the drop down. They have put 2 players there for Complexity. Only Roka towards A at the moment. Some slow play from Cloud9, so uncalculated. That's what we like to see on the anti-ecos. They still have some utility, actually. They want to make use of it, but Complexity, they actually do have a number of members pretty darn close to the bomb site, so definitely not safe to get a plant off just yet, but 2 quick frags for Cloud9, make it 3, Semphis all alone, and he'll drop as well.
Let's see if Complexity decides to go with the 4-1 setup, because Roka, phenomenal player, and he likes to play solo. We see him playing train solo. He plays inside solo, and he can also do this on this map as well. He'll play A solo. He plays aggressive. That way he can get a little bit of information, and he knows the correct time to fall back, and that's what you need to do. So let's see if Semphis actually goes up with him with an op, and he actually doesn't look like he can afford one, so that's not going to happen. But let's see if they go with the 2-3 setup, and if they start getting a little bit weak towards the B, they might kind of shift him over and play a 1-4 setup instead, because Roka can't hold it by himself.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see, obviously.
And to be fair, and on Train, for example, Roka is usually that inner player that needs to come up big. So yeah, anchoring that spot. We'll see if he can come up big. We do have a pause coming in, and Semphis actually mentioning, I believe the crowd sounds like rhinos. So they are cheering for Cloud9.
Stampede.
As they're up 3-0 at the moment. And again, we do have a pause coming in. I'm uncertain. Oh, looks like we're ready to go. Best kind of pause is a short one as we move into the first rifle round. And Valen's the only one yet to buy, but I can imagine. I imagine he'll go with just a rifle, but
yeah, more than likely.
He is one of the players that could go with a mag, and you'd be happy with it.
Sometimes he goes to the P90 in that drop area as well, which is a pretty good gun to hold there. Sure. But this is going to set the stage for Complexity. If they actually can pick up this round, then they can. Oh, the Swag 7 actually.
There we go. Called it. Yes, one in my column. Hey.
Yeah. Attaboy, Valen. See if you can do some work with that. I'm excited.
Yeah, me indeed.
There's an op for Skadoodle too.
Yeah, we do have that AWP on Skadoodle. He's famous for as he's holding towards long A at the moment, and you can see Cloud9 initially going with the slow play. Shroud is towards plateau. Smoke's gonna put out that incendiary. Sank very close to him. Going to put a decent amount of damage into Shroud, but Shroud comes out on top. Roka, though, he comes up with one swag with 2. Automatic onto Shroud, but advantage here, 3-on-2 for Cloud9.
CT's played a little bit too aggressive there, and they tried to go for a pick, but Swag shuts him down completely. And then we also saw Shroud. Shroud's going on that broken wall. Time and time again, he'll look for picks in that situation. And Skadoodle is going to be creeping up mid with the op, looking for a frag here.
Automatic towards balcony. Valen's walking through connector. He's worried about the drop flank, and honestly, that is something that is rightfully worried about, as a lot of A-side takes will be followed up with that automatic. Needs to come up big. He spotted 2 players towards middle. Lots of damage done to nothing here, as he's taking significant damage. Goes down to the op of Skadoodle. It's Valen's now 1v3, and again, lots of damage dealt, but he will leg Valen's. So 30 seconds remain here. Bomb is being sent. Valen's making it out towards a middle. Cloud9 does seem a little unawares that may have made it out this far, but that smoke will most definitely alert where they were coming from. Peeking the angle. Skadoodle will switch. Not at a good time, but Swag follows it up. Not a lot of hit points remaining, but it's enough for them to take the round. 4-0 Cloud9.
Really solid post-plant positioning out of Cloud9 there. They decided to get the bomb down. Nothing took the site completely. They knew Valens was in that choke point connector, and then they actually swung 2 players over. So once that safe plant was down, they went towards long A, and they can peek it from that angle. So good post-plant. They picked up the round. Complexity, and then you start winning some of these. It might be a little bit T-sided if you're good at T-side cobble here, but we can just start winning some rounds. 10-5 might not be too bad, but I think they're looking more towards like a 9-6 or even an 8-7.
Indeed, as stuck on pistol. Sank's going to try his efforts on the Deagle. And they've actually forfeited the B-bomb site, more or less. Valen's in connector, stacking towards A, trying to have a hard read on the situation, but at the moment we can see, considering Shroud, he is running around B and skipping around. He's calling that it's clear, so they should be able to bring the bomb in here. And now this becomes worrisome. Where do you find those exit frags? Valen's still in connector, and nothing actually lurking towards A.
Roka might actually get a kill here, but we do have nothing lurking in this area. He's take him down, so he's going to be able to pick up a rifle, and he probably should opt to save this. He's going to give it to Automatic, because Automatic has a little bit more HP than Roka does.
Yeah, good idea there. Swag still on the hunt, though. He's going to be towards that Dragon Hall, and does take down Automatic. He's going to find some more here, finds the headshot. He's got very low hit points, but he doesn't care. Takes down another one. It's only Semphis and Valen's remaining, as they'd love to do some sort of damage. Freakazoid, Neo from the Matrix, can't hit him, as Valen's will survive the round. So Cloud9 up 5-0. Another chance on the rifle round. Semphis will have an op this time around.
This is scary because we've seen Cloud9, their first gun round, they just went with the default. They went for picks. They went for, you know, the counter pushes. They're making sure that they didn't push into them. And And Shroud, I think that we're going to see time and time again Shroud to go just broken wall. Skadoodle's actually going to go towards that way as well. Gonna go probably towards this B area. Nope, they're going to loop around a little bit. But I'm really excited to see what Roka can do because he's playing pretty aggressive here. So this is what we're talking about. The one person in A, kind of a quick rotator, which is Semphis with the op. But he's not going to be able to help out Roka too much. If Roka can hold this long push, this should be okay towards the A side.
Yeah, indeed. He's actually going to retreat a little bit. He drops the smoke, a little bit of noise towards the drop-down area here from Cloud9 is raining in some utility. Skadoodle actually now posted up on the left side. That's a fairly potent angle as Valen's just looking to perform a smoke here towards broken wall. Creeping ever so slowly. Cloud9 recognizing they got more than enough time to find some picks here, and well, I haven't found it yet, but they are furthering towards drop. Freakazoid making his way in, takes down Valen's. So that's going to be a nice entry frag here. 45 seconds, automatic towards broken wall, gets spotted out. But we will see the rotation back over to the A bomb site. Roka is going to be halfway up the ramp. Required that he comes up with something here, hopefully a couple. Semphis is going to be positioned towards long A. He whiffs his first shot, though, and that's going to allow them out. Roka now needs to be worried about multiple angles. Takes down one, but automatic drops. This is looking strong here from Cloud9 as Roka, he finds one, goes down the rafter. Semphis up and over, takes down one, can't find the spam, though, and it Sanks 1v3. Does have some utility. 10 seconds if he could have tried and stop the bomb plant. Doesn't look like it's going to be the case, though. Skadoodle planting that nice and safe, so Sanks now 1v3, and this is a bit of a bleak situation as you really want to go for it because you don't want to be down 6-0, but at the same time.
Yeah, he was definitely looking for an early pick, so he's just waiting and trying to decide if he's going to go for it or not. If he gets one of those early picks, then a 1v2 situation, he could definitely go for it, but smart play, just kind of hanging out a little bit, seeing if anybody's going to over-peek him. Nobody does. He decides to go for the save, but it's hard to tell. What does Complexity do here to stop these guys? But the default, they're just doing what they want.
Yeah.
So Shroud went B platform, got a kill. Swag went long, got 2 kills. And then this gun run, Freakazoid's like, I think I'm going to go towards drop. So they've been dominant so far. Complexity needs to be able to pick up some frags. And starting off these rounds so far, it's just been entry frags coming out of Cloud9 and 6-0 early lead.
And just to talk about Swag for a second, he is 10-0.
Pretty good start, huh?
Right? Can we get some noise for Swag here as he is doing some phenomenal things for the Cloud9 side. Loving his action as see. It is going to be Roka pushing up towards long A. He might be able to find a flank here. That's a little worrisome. Swag, though, with the read, takes him down. Incredible play from Swag.
Smart play.
And Freak, he's going to follow up. Frag out of Valen's. Usually a little better with the hold there. Semphis does find Deeg onto nothing. Shroud making it out to the platform, but he'll take down automatic as well. It's Sanks and Semphis left up to try and salvage this situation as Sanks does connect. Takes down Shroud. Skadoodle on the broken wall. Semphis will spot him out, but he loses Sanks. It's only Semphis as he's stuck here towards Chicken Coop. 1v2. Only 15 hit points, but if you could find a 1v potentially. No, it's not going to happen. Freakazoid to take him down 7-0.
See what Swag can do. And a little bit of a tilt play there. So Complexity knows that they're not holding pretty much anything at all. They haven't held A, they haven't held B. It's obviously 7-0. So Roka decides to put things into his own hands, and he tried to go for an aggressive play, and it didn't pay off. Swag was ready for it. So maybe a little bit of tilt coming out of there, and a little bit of frustration coming out of Roka, and deciding to go for the aggressive push. But we're gonna have 2 ops now, one in the hands of Sanks and one in the hands of Semphis. They're probably going to try to pick Shroud as he goes down this B platform. There's Semphis with a beautiful opening pick on a Freakazoid.
Yeah, very nice stuff. And yeah, Shroud getting a lot of damage dealt as he tried to work towards broken wall. You can see Cloud9, they will leave Shroud towards the drop-down area. It's Skadoodle to pick up Semphis. Still have one to deal with. Roka heading towards long A if they do want to commit to this bomb site. Sanks on his way to the balcony, and he does have his op in hand. Now, and considering the bomb is there, no, they will rotate out. A minute remains, and they will do so.
So they're going to go for a little bit of a boost here. If Automatic can actually get up. And there's the boost, and it's coming up. Shroud is very low, so Automatic, if he flanks, he may be able to take out Shroud and take control a little bit of portion of the map, and he's actually going to do that. So he has drop control, but he's going to fall off. It's a 4v3 situation. The bomb's going to go towards B. Skadoodle is going to slowly peek out, looking for CT players. It's sitting in the site. He's going to smoke it off, and they're probably going to plant down, but no. It's actually a fake towards A.
Wow, Swag getting a pick onto Roka, and that's going to allow them to come up into the bomb site on a Sanks as well. And Complexity got to be shaking their head. Swag single-handedly clearing the A bomb site, paves the way for his team to move on up here. 20 seconds remaining as Automatic and Valens, not really the weapons you're looking for in the retake. Valens going to be hard-pressed to find a close-range angle. Automatic with a FAMAS, but not like his chances. Will take down the first zone, creates a 2-on-2. No kit in hand at the moment as nothing will peek out. Sure, Automatic hasn't furthered his position. Valens, this is where he wants to go, is nothing very close around the corner. Could be the pinch you're looking for, but it'll be Skadoodle. Takes down Automatic, only Valens, and without a kit, that will be that. Nothing to take him down. 7-8-0 for Cloud9.
A little bit interesting because Swag was kind of playing that lurk role and he was coming up mid. So as he was lurking up mid, Skadoodle and nothing were making a little bit of commotion over towards the B site, and as that was happening, Swag was saying, okay, make some sounds, make a little bit of noise and make them rotate over, and then he caught 2 players off because of it. So Swag, he's only died once here, 13-1. I'd say that's a pretty good showing so far. And this is what we've wanted to see out of him. We were so curious to see what he could do against the top level players, but he's obviously still got it.
Indeed he does, as we go around coming out from the Complexity side. How are they going to go about things? Stacking towards B. They got Valens and Semphis working a bit of a tag team towards drop down. Sanks on the statue with Automatic up close on Broken Wall. Roka playing very passive over at A. And Cloud9 just don't want to run into anything too crazy. The kind of key to these anti-ecos, yeah, you might be able to get away with a rush of sorts, but why risk it?
It's best definitely to use Molotovs, clear out those close angles, anything on Broken Wall, and take those wide angles, those long angles into the site and clear up the close areas for sure.
So Shroud taking significant damage, but it'll be Skadoodle. Opens up the bomb site. Shroud follows it up. Freakazoid will go down to Semphis, but, and actually he does retrieve that AK, so we'll see if he can do some damage. One tap. Excellent stuff. Roka doing similar things. Creates a 2-on-2, but the flank coming in, nothing. Going for the knife, he will find one, and then Roka to drop thereafter. Nothing with the incredible play.
The disrespect. That's just straight up dirty, man.
The crowd loves it, though.
Did him dirty.
They love it.
That is fantastic coming out of that. And that just shows you how dominant, and nothing's like, I'm going to sneak up behind him, give him the old shank.
Yeah.
And, there we go, boys. Like, Cloud9 is looking phenomenal right now. Absolutely
yeah.
phenomenal. And then this is coming off a win to die by power as well.
Indeed it is. And like you have stated, looking very, very good here. Moving in around 10. Complexity just haven't had anything going their way. Automatic is going to take some significant damage already. Looking for a boost. Shroud. He's going to be wandering on up, though. Taps him away. Takes a lot of damage, but that is not a bad trade at all. Takes down Automatic. So now with an opening entry frag towards that B bomb site. You can see they're still not committed to it. They've got players back towards A, trying to find their openings, and they're going to find Roka in middle.
He got pinched on for sure. The T's were coming at both angles for him, and he got a little bit too aggressive, I suppose. And then once he got picked, so Skadoodle just held the angle. His teammate pushed up a little bit, but it's a 4v3 situation. But there's one person sitting in the very back of this site. It's going to be Sanks, and he gets taken down. But Semphis with the op picks up a frag. He needs to kill at least one more person before they take the site.
Oh, Skadoodle, though, up on the APC. Very nice angle from him, and it's only Valens. He does not account for Swag. Still holding on the A ramp in middle, and 10-0 Cloud9 looking very dominant here in their first match of the evening.
It seems like Complexity is trying to go for these plays. They're trying to make plays because nothing else is working for them. And fortunately, in that round, Shroud was ready for it. He was ready for the boost, and he was able to get that early on frag. But Cloud9 playing slow, they're playing methodical, and they're getting picks wherever they want. And because of that, they can play slow. They can wait for Complexity to make plays, and they're not going to get cut off by pretty much anything at all.
So we'll see. Shroud got to be the first one out towards Broken Wall. He does go down. It's a nice pick there from the CT side. Nothing still around, but looks to retreat slightly. Roka pushed up with Semphis on long A, and this does leave, there's kind of an avenue up middle that is open. They can find that advantage on the Cloud9 side, and again, just playing 2-2 on this T side. It's an interesting way to go about it.
Let's see if they control this 5v4 situation. They're in the lead by one player, so if they can just work together and not get picked off. But unfortunately, Seth gets a takedown by Swag. Another kill from him. There's Automatic sitting on the bridge, waiting for the nothing to come through, and picked up the frag, and there goes Freakazoid with the trade.
Yeah, nice trade there from Freakazoid. Spot the bomb, but Freak's going to be heading back. Roka has moved behind. This is going to be very awkward. Roka making it past some players. Freakazoid peeks out. He's not going to be able to find the frag. Lots of damage dealt. 35 seconds remaining. And Roka going to try and find some sort of sneaky angle here. This could be the first round for themselves. And he will have teammates moving up from the B-bomb site. Sanks onto Skadoodle. Only Swag remains. There's no... Swag. Tell me it isn't so. He's going to take down one. 20 seconds remain. He's got a 1v2 on his hands. Very low is Roka. And time is not of, well, he doesn't have much to play with. Let's put it that way. 10 seconds remain, trying to make it towards Broken Wall, but I think that is that. No time for the plant, and it will be the first round here for the Complexity side. Good news for them, but now they got to string them together.
Absolutely. Unfortunately for them, only 2 players were left alive, so it's likely that they'll drop maybe Famuses if they want utility, but 2 people can only buy 2 people, of course. So if it was they had 3 people alive, it would be a little bit of a different story. But if they're going to make a comeback, they need to win decisively. They need to make sure that they have 4 or 5 players alive. That way they can save the money. They can have the economy to make this comeback. But obviously Cloud9 with plenty of money. They're not going to have to eco anytime soon. But Semphis getting a little bit aggressive here on drop.
Yeah, indeed. As we are going to see Roka, the only player towards A here, and Semphis has pushed up in the boost. Nothing very close on the other side here. Can hear each other breathing at this distance. There's nothing trying to make something work with the Molotov. He is going to fall off. Semphis, when does he find his timing, if at all? As nothing, he is going to be the only one over towards B. Lurking up long A. Here is Freakazoid, and it will be Semphis. He does find nothing, so that's going to be a nice frag. Picks up the AK-47, but need to be worried about this A play as Roka, nice headshot onto Swag. Second death for Swag. That is absolutely incredible. But see if Complexity can find their second round as Roka comes up with another Freak, though, to trade off. And it'll be 2 more as 2v3. Cloud9 trying to further up. They've got 30 seconds to play with. Valen's in the bomb site. Automatic towards the APC. Can't win the spray duel versus Freakazoid, though. And now 2-on-2. Shroud and Freak trying to make it work. Freak will check the close angle, goes down to Valence, but the trade Shroud. 1v1 versus Sanks.
I have no idea how they actually came to this. It's a 1v1 situation, Sanks. He's probably going to play less slow. If he actually stays quiet, he can wait for Shroud to peek into him.
Shroud will find the headshot as Sanks tries to work the APC for himself, but it's not going to be so, and that was not a round that you can lose as Complexity.
Right, because it's going to reset the economy. So obviously $1,400 for losing, $500 for every consecutive round lost after. So they're not going to have much money at all. You have Sanks sitting at the bare minimum, $1,400 obviously. It's not going to look good for them, so they have to save possibly this round and maybe the next if they want to go with the op. But this is going to be a quick strat coming out of Cloud9. They're going to take bridge quickly.
There we go. Automatic close on the other side. He will be flashed, though. Skadoodle with the first frag. Sanks will be inside of the bomb site with Semphis. Can't find anything, though. Valens with 1 before going down. Roka, last one remaining. And it's not looking good. He does find Swag, but Swag just doing Swag things. 18-2 now. He has been a force to be reckoned with.
So I want to kind of reach back to that round, the round prior, where Semphis actually got the kill into nothing. Once they knew that nothing went down, the information that was given to them was they're definitely not B, they're definitely hitting A. But Cloud9 was smart enough to just push on through. They said, we got to go. We got to go before the rotates, and they went in, they got a portion of the site, and then they slowed it right down, and they were waiting for the CTs to peak. Freakazoid gets awesome entry frag. There goes Sanks. Sanks, instead of Valens, he's going to pick up the Swag 7 and see where he's playing. He's playing towards a rectangle instead, so this is a little bit of an odd spot.
They've let nothing out of drop here, and he's going to take one down as he's into connector. Swag on Roka as well. And it's Valens left inside of drop. Automatic will be cut off from the situation. Molotov, then a smoke. Valens with 1 traded, though. And it's Semphis automatic 2v4. Things looking bleak. As the bomb looking to be set here. You can see still have Swag way over on the opposite side, but he's actually going to run into Semphis. Awkward moment as he's got a nade out. Semphis looking for him. Will find the frag, but Swag, you can see, kind of plays an off angle farther back. Makes him utilize a lot of time doing so, but Freakazoid and Skadoodle following it up 13-1 here. Cloud9 looking amazing.
I thought he might have been able to flank and make a play, but even if Swag goes down there, the important piece of information is that they know he's there.
Yeah.
And then Skadoodle can obviously just kind of swing over and get that trade frag if need be. But 13-1 so far, very dominant T side from Cloud9. There's nothing specific that they're really doing to take these rounds. It's pretty much just they're outplaying them 1v1v1. Yeah, just getting the opening frags.
No doubt about that. Roka's going to go down towards a middle. Leaves only Valen's holding down the A bomb site. Flexi with a couple of members pushing towards Broken Wall, trying to find something. But you can see even in the last round of the first half, not a lot to work with. Valen's going to play inside of the smoke. Oh, it gets spotted out. As damage dealt, brought down to 6 hit points. Cloud9 yet again, just going with a bit of a slow calculated play. No reason to rush if you don't need to.
Absolutely, and they have a few Molotovs to kind of flush the CT players out. They all have pistols. Let's see if Semphis can make some magic happen with the Deagle. But Valen's down to 6 HP.
Yeah. They come out of drop. Nothing with the frag onto Sank. Semphis close near the double. For the connector doors. He spots nothing. Can't find the frag though. Now it's automatic and Valen's looking to find a second round here in the first half. And no, honestly, either way you spin it, 1 or 2 rounds, not a situation you ever want to find yourself in. Automatic to fall. Cloud9 with a flawless 15th round.
Not a whole lot you can do if you're just going to get demolished like that. There was nothing, there was no glimmer of light for CLG in that situation. Or not CLG, Complexity, I apologize.
Indeed, as I do want to take a moment to talk about our sponsors, OP Skins. If you guys are interested in making some money off your skins, that would be the place to do so. Online marketplace and esport gaming as well. Our next match, I believe, is up there at the moment for some real money betting. So check that out as well as we are live into our second half of play in this best of 1, 14-1. Complexity, understatement that they need to take pistol round.
Absolutely, and Cloud9 is going to go for the duels instead because they're picking up 4 sets of armor. And they go Shroud peeking into the T's. He knows that they're there, so it might be a quick rotate. But if I was Complexity, I'd slow this down and make the CTs think a little bit more and not actually just go ahead and take this. And they are going to do that. They're actually going to take drop, and they're going to take B platform as well. There's a smoke grenade coming out, and this is going to be the execute.
There we go. Flash is raining in as well. Skadoodle holding towards drop. He does allow one out, and this is where things get a little bit chaotic as Crowd close towards the statue itself. No casualties. It's going to be Cloud9 picking up 2 quick ones, so Sanks to trade back. And the bomb is rotating back over to A. This is very interesting as the remaining players at Complexity go down. This is going to get them a plant, but 14-1. Well, we'll see if Semphis can hold a 1v4.
Yeah, it's going to be a match point for them. If Semphis can't come up with a 1v4 clutch with 37 HP, I'd say that's a little bit of a miracle, but who knows?
Yeah, Semphis, at least when I first got into Go, he was kind of known for his pistol play. Finds the first headshot. Swag taking a lot of damage as well, but it'll be Swag to finish the round as Cloud9 15-1, now 1 away from closing it out.
He made the correct play. You need to get aggressive on that. If it's a 1v4, you can't just wait for them all to converge. So he got aggressive. He killed one player, dinked another. It's too hard of a play to make, a 1v4 at this level. It's very difficult, but the decision that he made to get aggressive was definitely the correct choice. Let's see what the T's are going to be able to buy up, because this is match point for Cloud9, 15-1. We get a scout coming out of Roka. I've seen him pick up the scout more times than Semphis, I believe. I think Roka really enjoys using the old scoot.
The scoot.
Scoot.
Yep, scoot and a boot. As
you are definitely Canadian.
There's no doubt about that. All right, could possibly be the last round here of this best of 1. Cloud9 looking fantastic in this performance, and Swag, expectations kind of been doing big things. Automatic with the Tech 9 does take down Shroud. Impressive shot from him. As the early pick, certainly what they're looking for. Automatic, spot out Swag, still much to him, nothing. Finds the MP9 frag. Skadoodle with the headshot. It'll be nothing to follow it up. Only Sanks and Valen's. And it looks like this is happening. 16-1 is definitely a reality, potentially, as Valen's on 5 hit points. Sanks blind with a scout, does find nothing. It's an impressive shot from him as this pinch could work out. Again, Valen's coming in through connector, goes down to Freakazoid. Sanks the last one up, and jumping Skadoodle. Can he find it? It's gonna be Swag, and in great fashion as well.
I didn't expect a 16-1, maybe like a 16-8, but very dominant performance from CLG. But what do you do? We saw them try to adjust by getting aggressive on other portions of the map. They originally started playing with defaults, and that wasn't working out for them, obviously. They get picked every which way. So if they got picked, they decided to go for a little bit of aggressive play. We saw Roka first get aggressive on long. That didn't work out for them. They tried boosting and drop as well, and that didn't work out for them. Nothing started for them, and then they won one round and then lost the next, and that just resets the money.
Yeah.
Fortunately.
Couldn't get the momentum going, unfortunately, for Complexity. They're not done, though. So we are going to have more Group B action. So taking a short break, though. You are watching the Pro Series Championship here on Azubu. We'll be back here in just a few.